Fight. Did you watch the Jags game last night?
I did, but like some people think about the fight, it wasn't a real fight.
Yeah. I think we'd have to do the show.
I know, we got to go sit down. First Coast Living starting now. We're talking fight. I want him to just haul off and roundhouse him right in the face. All right, we're coming, Casey.
Go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to First Coast Living. I'm Casey DeSantis.
Happy Friday, folks. I'm Curtis Dvorak.
I'm Trent Gilbreth.
And I'm Matt Pittman with the Florida Times Union and Jacksonville.com on a busy weekend here on the First Coast.
It is a busy day.
Very special day, though, for somebody in our viewing audience right now.
Yes,
That's
and that
right.
is because?
That is because Laura Daniel out there, hello, how you doing, Laura? She turns 100 today.
What?
Her daughter, there she is. Her daughter, Cindy Rose, sent us this picture. Laura's lived in Jacksonville for 20 years, just like me. Happy birthday, Laura. 100.
Looking wonderful.
I'm telling you.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for sending that. That's great. Send more of those. That's wonderful. Happy birthday. Hope you have a wonderful Friday.
I know. I always used to watch Al Roker.
Smuckers.
Al Roker does it, and then Wolf.
Someone's going to tell us.
The other guy.
The other guy.
Anyway, the happy birthday is
Oh,
100 years
I know
old.
who you're talking about. What is his name?
Willard
Willard
Scott.
There we
Willard
go.
Scott. Thank you.
Thanks upstairs.
Yes. I love
the
that.
Smucker's
I
jars.
grew up watching that. I get to do that now.
There you
Send
go.
those in. 100 years. What my dad's
Wonderful.
shooting for. My dad says he's going to 100.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, when that happens, we'll be here. Maybe not. Hopefully not. Who knows what'll happen. Anyway, big news. We were talking about it. I guess you guys were talking about it at the top of the show in that wonderful thing you were doing in front of the green screen.
Yes.
Whatever that was. So it's big fight between Floyd Mayweather.
That's right.
And Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor.
Yeah, we'll get to the Jags in a sec, but Mayweather-McGregor is tomorrow night, and this fight has been coming for quite a while now. A lot of
So
hype.
for people who don't know why
That's
this is such a big deal, set the perspective.
Okay, right now, Floyd Mayweather, 49-0 in boxing. Some people think he's the greatest of all time.
Pound for pound.
Conor McGregor, he's the best in MMA, mixed martial arts.
Yeah.
So in the UFC, he has 2 belts
Look at the
in
stare
the UFC.
downs.
So they're having a boxing match tomorrow night in Vegas where Floyd Mayweather, who's 40 years old, is going against Conor McGregor, who's 29 years old and who technically has never boxed in his life.
Never had a
Whole
boxing
different
match.
rules, right? MMA, you can do the grab around the
anything you want.
waist, anything
Kick.
you want. And
Elbows.
So now he's going to be limited.
Yeah.
So it's being called one of the biggest sporting events of all time. It's going to possibly break pay-per-view records. Right now, the fight will cost you $100 to watch. And yes, I am getting this fight. We will be watching.
You're going to your neighbors. I'm probably going to do
super
the same.
excited.
Or I'm going to go outside sneakers at the beach and sit on the curb because you can watch on the TV.
Yeah.
But for sports
Go in and get
fans
some
out
wings.
there,
They have great wings.
Yes.
for sports fans out there, this is the spectacle of the year.
Who's gonna win? Who's gonna take it?
I don't know.
If we're putting money down,
Well, and the putting money down, you say this, you know there have been multiple $1 million bets made in Vegas on Mayweather to win
okay,
this.
well, the thing is because you bet $1 million, you'll probably take away about 300.
Well,
Is it less than that?
What does it say? $182,000.
Yeah, bet $1 million.
If you bet $1 million.
If you bet $1 million on Mayweather.
All right, well, if you bet $1 million on Conor, you take home $4 million.
Yeah. So your odds.
But if he doesn't win, you lose $1
You lose
million.
$1 million. Yeah.
I guess if you're betting $1 million, you got $1 million to lose.
Right. I don't know. Look, all the smart money says boxing-wise, Mayweather is going to just point him to death. I hope this isn't. I swear I'd never watched
Point
a
him to
Mayweather
death
fight.
means just
Yeah.
jab him, make some points.
The last,
He's not going to just poke him, no.
the last Mayweather fight against Pacquiao was so boring, and I said I wasn't going to do it again, but I've gotten sucked in again, and I want to see this.
And you know what? The Pacquiao one, I did. I rented that as well.
12 rounds.
But you know what was more fun than the actual I did. Well, I not rented it, but I did the pay-per-view.
Trent's amazed.
Yeah, Trent, he's like, whatever.
Why?
I could just see Trent and Casey tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Bag of popcorn.
I'm like, pop that wine out.
Who's gonna
There's
win,
no
Trent?
time for this.
Who's gonna win?
The 40-year-old Mayweather.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the only name I know. I don't know that guy, but
Conor McGregor.
now I do.
He's Irish. That's where
Irish,
he's.
okay.
He's very vulgar.
But you know what was interesting? The Pacquiao fight and Mayweather fight was watching all the hoopla going into the actual fight. Like there was so much production, them pulling up in Vegas in the limos and the lines of people following them. Wasn't it like Fallon or somebody following Pacquiao? I mean, it was like.
But the actual fight itself.
Was okay.
At the fight. And these two have been doing this for 3 months, traveling around the world doing hype stuff.
Promoting it. I know.
Some people are saying it's not going to be a real fight. And speaking of things that weren't a real fight, the Jags played a preseason game last night.
It's getting to,
Nice
depressing,
transition.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, we can all admit it's depressing
no,
to
it's
watch
not.
this team.
No, it's not.
What happened?
No, you weren't depressed watching them last night?
No, because it's practice. We're watching guys practice with their uniforms.
Well, I'll just say this. It was depressing watching practice last night.
All right.
How did Henne do? So that was the big hoopla yesterday, is that Chad Henne was going to start as a precursor of the regular
Bortles played
season.
better. Bortles
So
played better
sad.
than Henne last night.
Yeah.
Bortles had better numbers and played better
But
than Henne
if
last
we
night.
go of what you say, well, when Bortles did have better numbers, but he was also playing the second and third string players.
For
Because
some
he
of the
did not
time.
start.
For some of the time.
Correct.
But when Henne was playing the second and third string players, everybody counted it.
I
So
totally
anyway,
agree.
Like I said today on Twitter, I just put it out this morning. Mark my words, the Jaguars will beat the Texans September 10th, 2017 in the opener in Houston. It's going to happen.
We have a bet going, right? Didn't you
you
say something
serious?
about like your hair?
That's impossible.
Yeah, we'll get to that week, but they're going to win. And but yeah, preseason game last night over there at Everbank. Carolina won, but again, it's a practice where they wear their actual uniforms.
You know what I don't get, and you know all the technical, and you know all the players and stuff. Those are basic things, but you know the rules of the game. But what I don't get is I get push alerts, and I get excited in the fourth quarter because I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna write a congrats graphic because they're always leading. They somehow take the lead. They were at the lead, leading at the start of the fourth.
Yeah.
And then lost it again.
Yeah.
Why do they always
I mean, look.
It's like they get up there and then.
The people who are on the field late in the fourth, some of those guys won't be on the team. They did leave the offensive line on for quite a bit, but again, September 10th is when real football starts.
But the only reason I would like to see them perform better is because it does get the fans excited. It does ramp up ticket sales. People get excited to, hey, football's back, and we actually are not bad. But right now, everyone's going, we're bad.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that talk out there, but again,
To your point, it's practice. This is just trying to fine-tune everything before we get into the regular season.
The way the NFL has gone, these preseason games have gotten more meaningless every year. So we'll see September 10th.
Did you do preseason when you were a mascot?
Yes, but by fourth quarter, I had a beer, Frosty Malt beverage, and a pizza in hand in my locker room, out of the suit, already showered, ready to go.
I bet you did.
A couple games in my career, I left the stadium before the game was over.
You can't be fired now. You don't have to cover yourself.
I
Was
snuck
it
out.
just because you had seen enough and you were like, that's it, I'm out?
No, because it's practice.
Oh, okay. This wasn't regular season. You
No,
never
I would
left
never
the
leave a regular
okay,
season game.
Heck no.
No way.
No, okay.
No
But just
way.
preseason.
We got a bunch of stuff coming up, though, this weekend, right?
We do. We are packed full of events. He's going to be on the show coming up in a little bit. Taylor Williamson.
So funny.
He's going to be performing at the Comedy Zone this weekend. You may recognize him from America's Got Talent, where I think he came in second place.
Second place in like the 2014.
He was also last comic standing as well, but he is out there touring. He's hilarious. He's going to be at the Comedy Zone tonight and tomorrow night. 2 shows both nights, and they start out at only $18. So go to comedyzone.com to buy your tickets. Taylor's hilarious, so stay tuned when he sits down with Curtis here in a little bit.
He's one of those comedians. I love his delivery, and I love his play on like the nerdy thing. But his deliveries are so good. Like there's this dry, and then all of a sudden, wham! Right at the end, like surprise ending. So he's a great guy. Looking forward to talking to him.
That's right, comedyzone.com. From there, we head over to a brewery because we're going to be over there tomorrow from noon to 5 because tomorrow's National Dog Day, if you don't know. And we have a fun event over at Hyperion Brewing Company.
It's official.
How many versions of that holiday exist?
Hey,
National Pup Day, National Mutt Day, National Pet Day, National. I don't give a damn. I'll get a dog just to make the holidays stop.
Look at the picture of that dog. Turn
Look
around.
at that. Look at that.
Look at the picture of that dog.
Oh yeah.
See?
I like them tiny like that.
It's one of my dogs.
Yes, I know.
That's Kieran.
I'm tagged you in them.
That is your dog? That's one of yours?
That's one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, that is such
That's
a
Reese.
Oh, that's right, Reese.
No, that's Kieran. That's Kieran.
Hi, they all look alike.
All right, so the event is over at Hyperion Brewing tomorrow from noon to 5.
staring at
We're calling it a Dog's Day. So there's going to be dog adoptions. There's going to be deals on stuff from Bark, a lovely store over there in 5 Points in downtown.
It's an amazing store.
Bark on Park?
Bark on Park, that's
Very
right.
nice
So
store.
stop by Hyperion Brewing tomorrow in Springfield. We'll be there from noon to 5. From there, you can also head over to the Riverside Arts Market. This is their annual River Ruckus. This is going on tomorrow from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m. This is a celebration of the St. Johns River. You can go out. They're going to have.
Are they going to be
food
jumping
trucks.
in it again?
They're not doing the jumping in
Like
anymore.
we did? We jumped in
We
it?
had some fun.
Yeah, there it is. See?
You guys.
Yeah.
There's the jump in from a couple years ago, probably.
Well, they may still be jumping in, but I guess they didn't invite the real celebrities.
What?
Didn't
What?
We see it all over in Cinnabar.
All right, RiversideArtsMarket.com is where you can get details. Tomorrow will be a fun day over at the Arts Market. All right, Daly's Place. I'm telling you, Daly's Place keeps bringing some of the biggest shows to the First Coast, and they're doing it again this weekend with the Lifehouse and Switchfoot. This is going to be on Sunday at 7 p.m. Tickets start out at only $24. DailysPlace.com is where you can get details. Another fun concert there.
Have you been to a concert there yet?
No, I need to.
It's so good. Their fall lineup, which is coming up, 2 shows that I totally recommend. Young the Giant and Kings of Leon are coming up. So
one tip, going to Daly's Place. Prepare to sweat.
Yeah, wear shorts.
It's a warm area. Yep. So wear shorts and.
It's outdoors, but is it enclosed, or do they put up the sides?
No, it's got sides.
No.
The way they built it, no breeze gets through there. The way they built it, so it gets a little steamy in there.
All right, we'll talk a little bit more comedy. He sold out 1 show tonight, but he added a 2nd show. Comedian Joe Coy is going to be over at the Florida Theater Sunday night. It's so funny. Go to FloridaTheater.com. Tickets for Joe Coy start at only $33. You may recognize him from Chelsea Lately, but he's got a latest special over there on Netflix. Hilarious guy. Totally recommend Joe Coy. For all the events around the First Coast, go to events.jacksonville.com.
Good stuff. Trent, what do you got for us?
Last night we had a great night. First Coast News sports team, Chris Porter, and all of us were out at Interlochen High for yet another ultimate game day experience. Let's show a few pics of hashtag Team Sideline, because we were out there for an hour on ABC 25 and in all the early shows. But this is such one of our awesome sports specials, brought to you by Chris Porter and the entire sports team. So a lot of fun with Interlochen. We were out there 2 years ago, and we returned because they voted for us.
Let's roll those highlights. I like that. That's for the whole.
Look at that.
Roll those highlights. Team Sideline.
You're getting excited because tonight's the kickoff to high school football. Is pretty much the big kickoff, right?
Yes. So we have Team Sideline game box. We had it out there last night. We have a photo booth for free photo strips, and you can send them on all your social platforms. Whew, I had so much fun today, and those are at every Friday game.
Okay,
so,
and if you bring your dog, could you incorporate the dog in National Dog Day in addition with
I'll loan you.
Team
I'll loan you my dog.
As long as you tag us.
Okay.
I'll loan you my dog.
We'll bring the dog up, but yeah, come out to Lee High Schools where we're kicking off that with our game box and everything, and sports coverage all over the First Coast.
Hashtag get Trent a dog. There we go. You know what hashtag we need to start?
Love you.
I like Team Sideline is a great hashtag. Let's start Team FCL for all of our viewers and folks out there who are on Team FCL.
Well, speaking of, we have I was trolling our Instagram, and I love using hashtag First Coast Living. And what did I come across? Well, I came across amazing features on our First Coast. At RM Garage Jacks has a gorgeous pic that I hope, and that was with hashtag First Coast Living, and they also tagged us. At By Wild Desire.
That looks good. I like that logo. It looks a little like Pratt Guys.
Where's the next one?
It does, a little bit. Yeah.
Looking good. And
there's another one, right?
Anyway, there we go. There's the fort.
St. Augustine. And then finally, when I was just looking up our hashtag, who did I see at an opening of Earth Fair?
That's right.
Our own Curtis Dvorak.
Yes.
There we go.
And Ori Starkey tagged us with the hashtag First Coast Living.
That little girl's like, get me out of here.
She was so adorable. She walked up. We were getting ready to, as you're going to see coming up, we went out to Earth Fair to give you a view and a tour of the brand new store in Mandarin. She walked up to me, and I'm trying to get some stuff ready, and she walks up, and I feel this tap like on my hip, like here, and she's like, excuse me, can I take a picture with you? And I was just like,
what a sweetheart.
Oh my gosh.
After you said no and pushed her away, then you felt bad.
Throat punch her.
Right.
Follow at FC Living on Instagram.
Love you.
Tag us on
How
Facebook as well.
adorable, how adorable.
Good stuff.